Good. And we're good. We are scored. Hello, Pepsi. Hi, darling. Welcome in. You are the first pillar in here this morning. And Val's the second pillar in here this morning. It was awesome to see you at dance. One more pillar and we will get started. This is another one of those little movies. I just love these little movies. This is called Pleiadian Frequency Breaking 3D Matrix. And yeah, it's amazing. If you guys want to see, there's a lot of these. They're at Starry Souls on YouTube. Yep. Oh, yeah, of course. Always divine time, Val. Always divine time. Hello, Irish. Hi, beautiful angel. All right, there's 3 pillars in here. We're going to get started. This is called Palladium Frequency Breaking 3D Matrix. And this is what Spirit has guided me to for us this morning. Hey, Holly. Hi, beautiful. I see you over there. Grand Rising Buddha, welcome in. Hi, Tammy. Hi, beautiful angel. Breaking 3D Matrix. Ha ha ha. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Sunset Child. Looks like this is going to be in light language, guys, so listen to it with your heart. Hi, Flower Power. Hello, beautiful. Oh. And in your memories, Gaia. Pleiadians are watching over us. Oh.
Good morning. You going to sleep all day?
5.
There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh. They're underneath the water. A lot of their bases are underneath the water. Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, BX. Hi, beautiful. Oh, awesome. I hope it was a good night. Gaia again. Gotcha, Holly. You're welcome either place. Hello, hippie. Hi, darling. Music with my twin flame last night. Young blood. Deep down, the galactic beings. Yes, absolutely. I love you too, hippie. Hey, Lynette. Hi, beautiful angel. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, soul family. Right back at you, Lynette. Hey, Hopi. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Grand Rising, Sharon. Hi, beautiful. It is really happening. Yes, flower power. It really is. Even if they don't look like what is portrayed on this screen, which I have my doubts, it's still the energy, right? It's the energy of their beautiful hearts. They're just showing us they age just like we do. Not as fast, but they do age. Hi, Tammy B. Hi, darling. Oh yeah, aspects of us, absolutely. Yes, us being multidimensional. Yes, yay, we liked it. Of course we liked it. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go into our rainbow butterflies and all my love. All my love. All right. We're going to get into our cards for the day, our messages from Spirit that help us on our journey. This song brings back memories for sure. Teenage memories. I had all this sorted out. Okay. Chakra wisdom. Our chakra wisdom today. Responsibility. With great wisdom comes great responsibility. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. This one's huge, guys. Actions speak louder than words. Watch people's actions more than their words. I have seen a lot of ego, especially among divine masculines on TikTok and even in our community. Watch for that, because their actions are speaking louder than their words. Okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. I rise above excesses and overindulgences as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Yes. Yep. Okay. We're all going to react to it differently. For me, I'm beyond that. I can't do it. Here is our healing energy. Hi, Candace. Hi, beautiful angel. The voice of the heart. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. Light, guys, is information. Light is truth and information. Self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Yes. And action. My divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transforms tests into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. Yes, action. Okay. Here is our work your light. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? This is so important for all of us. We are all leaders here. We are all students. You are being called to lead. How are you answering that call? How are you answering that call? And Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Are you being called to journey? And Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Yes, she is always with us. Seeding the light, laying foundations, the divine plan. This has always been divinely guided and divinely planned. Yes. Okay, here is our animal for the day. Our animal. The lion. No coincidences. You're going to find out why. You have within you all the courage that you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Everything that you do reflects upon your mirrors. Everything. Yes. The House That Built Me is playing. The House That Built Me. The Starseed Oracle. The Starseed Oracle. Earth School. We learn that Earth isn't really a school. It's a place to remember who we are. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning, yes. But is it still a school? No, because we just have to remember. We already know, we just have to remember. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. If you're carrying something that is not yours, let it go. Because it's only going to bite you in the ass if you hold on to it. Trust me, that's a loop. And child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. We are all one. There is only you. We are all mirrors of you. Here's our spirit junkie. I claim my desires. I hold great visions. I am ready to receive. Beautiful affirmations, right? Claim it, hold it, and be ready to receive it. Because it's coming. If it's not already here, it's on its way. Here's our, for the love of dragons, as above, so below, 3D, 5D. We hold the keys to both. Which locks are you turning? Are you turning those 5D keys in those 5D doors? Or are you going back 3D? Only you know the answer to that question. The compassionate. We were talking about that earlier, being compassionate. Everyone shows compassion in different ways. That's an 11 card. Also, it's 29, which is an 11 card. Dragons have scales to protect their molten core. You can think of their warmth as compassion and their scales as accountability. Between those two opposing forces, you access your power. Compassionate awareness is being called for in this moment, but not without accountability. That's important. That's important. Do you need to hold yourself or someone else accountable right now? What needs to be called out, owned, embodied? Compassion keeps you warm and approachable, but it's accountability that keeps you fierce, protected, and holds your boundaries sacred. Use both in this situation. Be compassionate, but have your boundaries, guys. Okay. Here is, oh, wow, that's awesome, Sharon. Here is our awakened dreamer. There's Grandpa. Grandpa. Pump up the volume. What is your special theme song? The one that lifts your spirits and reminds you of who you are. Hear it now. Pump up the volume. Open up and absorb the grace of your sacred serenade being sung to you by the universe. Yes. Absolutely. And our butterfly for the day. Our butterfly, we got the crystal too. I mixed up the cards a little bit today. Our butterfly for the day. The door that closes for me is the wrong door. The door that opens for me is the right door. Right? We hold the keys to both 3D and 5D. But which doors are you opening? There you go. Choose your doors wisely. I love that, BX. I love that. She's definitely here. Definitely here. Here's our crystal for the day. And it is the kyanite. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. Yes. What's that? Just came into my head. Calgon, take me away. Calgon, take me away. That tells me I need a bubble bath. Tells me I need a bubble bath. And we have charity for our ascended master. First one coming in. Prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. Hi, Mama Bear. Created to heal. Detox. Yes. Detox baths. Absolutely. All right. What other ascended masters are coming in for us today? What other ascended masters are coming in for us? Let me turn this so you guys can see the whole room. Okay. For our butterfly connected, there are those of us that are undergoing profound imaginal cell stage of metamorphosis. To transition from the crawler to the flyer requires a total dissolution of the old form. It is a process of sacred alchemy. Remember, you are an alchemist. Today, the flame reveals a specific triad of influences, a master, an archangel, and a council, who have stepped forward to guide our collective through the current energetic corridor. So we have Ascended Master Serapis Bey. Serapis Bey is the Ascended Master of Ascension, literally. The white ray of purity and discipline. The message, the architecture of the new foundation. Serapis Bey, often associated with the Temple of Ascension in Luxor, speaks to the structural integrity of your transformation. While the butterfly is a symbol of lightness, Serapis Bey reminds the collective that the wings must be formed within a strong, disciplined chrysalis. Yes. Hi, Trina. Hi, beautiful. But no one can discipline yourself but yourself. No one has that power over you. The guidance. He is urging the Butterfly Collective to focus on energetic hygiene. What words are you using? What music are you letting into your bodies, into your souls? All this stuff. Just as a butterfly must wait for its wings to dry and harden before flight, you are cautioned not to rush your debut. Actionable insight. Clear your physical and digital spaces. Organize your intentions into a coherent structure. The white ray is currently bleaching away old karmic residues that can no longer survive in the higher atmosphere that you are about to inhabit. The Archangel Ariel, frequency, the pink and pale gold ray, the lioness of God. Like I said, no coincidences why we got this card today, because we're going to talk about the lioness today. Your higher calling. The message manifestation through grounded divinity. Archangel Ariel oversees the natural world and the manifestation of form. For the Butterfly Collective, Ariel brings the breath of life to your new identity. The guidance, Ariel reminds you that while your spirit is taking flight, your feet are still connected to the earth, Gaia. She is assisting in the materialization of your dreams. If you have been worried about how to fund or sustain your new winged life, Ariel is the provider. Actionable insight. Spend time in nature today. Observe the small miracles. Ariel suggests that your metamorphosis is not an escape from the world, but a new way to interact with it. Look for lioness energy. Hello, Christina. Hi, beautiful. Boldness and courage and the protection of your creative cubs, your ideas. Your ideas. Our ideas they come flooding in all the time. What are you doing with these ideas that are flooding in? Are you creating from them? Or are you just letting them sit there in your mind thinking, I'm not good enough to do this. I don't know how to do this. It's not going to come out right. All these things, all these thoughts that go into your mind when you have an idea come into your mind. I am one that an idea comes into my mind and I do it. That idea might seem crazy to me, but I still do it. Right? Because that is how we ascend our consciousness, how we become fearless. Because that is part of ascension, becoming fearless. How do you become fearless? By also, you know that everyone is you. Everyone is a mirror of you. Therefore, if you have someone that says, oh, that's not very good, right? After you spend hours creating something, they'll say, nope, that's not very good. I don't like that. That's ugly. How do you react to those words? Do you let those words just fly off and say, well, that wasn't for them? Or do you get down on yourself and say, wow, maybe I'm not really good at that thing? Think about that. Your reaction to those things is your lioness energy, boldness, courage, and protection of your creative ideas. Go with them. Go with the flow, no matter what. Do you think when I started working with resin, I was any good at it? Heck no. My shit had bubbles in it and it looked awful. And the more I did it, the more I liked it, the more I did more of it. And now I've got boxes full of stuff that still need to be creative because I'm a procrastinator. But at least I know I can create these kind of things, right? Because I chose to do it. All right, and the council coming in today is the Council of Radiant Sun, the Solar Council. Frequency, high vibration, diamond light, the message, the solar plexus reclamation. Reclaiming that solar plexus energy. This council operates through the frequency of our sun, Helios and Vesta, and is currently transmitting codes to update the human power center. What are our power centers? Think of a computer and its data banks, or its hard drive. That's what's happening. We are all being updated, going into the 2027 version. 2027 version, so that we can create. Yes. Hello, Prodigy Girl. Welcome back, darling. They are delivering light codes specifically designed to heal the solar plexus. Yes. The shift, they are moving the collective from willpower, forcing things to happen, to divine will, allowing things to flourish. Actionable insight. Practice solar breathing. Visualize the sun's light entering your navel and expanding until it creates a golden shield. This shield doesn't keep people out. It filters out frequencies that do not match your new vibration. Okay. The records indicate that the imaginal cells, those of you holding the vision of the new world, you know who you are currently meeting resistance from the immune system of the old world. This is a natural part of the biological and spiritual process. The primary message from the flame today is integrality. Do not try to fly with one old wing and one new wing. The dissolution must be complete. Trust the darkness of the chrysalis. It is not a tomb, but a laboratory. Next steps for the collective. Acknowledge the goo. We talked about the goo yesterday, the anomaly. If you feel undone or without form today, celebrate it. It means the old structure has successfully broken down. Sovereignty declaration. Spend a moment saying, I reclaim my light from all places it has been scattered, and I focus it into my new form. And Spirit says, just breathe. Breathe, just breathe. Watch for the 555 frequency. How many people have been seeing 555 lately? This is a signature of transition and major change. Keep an eye out for this numeric confirmation of your path. Yes, absolutely. All right. Examples of Archangel Ariel's manifestation signs. Ooh, flower power. That is powerful. That's powerful. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You're going to find one day you're going to just fly right off. Don't be afraid when you feel that intense gust of wind. That's what happened to me. I have flown off. I've left my body several times. But when I first started doing it, there's like an intense, like a pressure almost, like a wind, like a gust of wind. You hear the wind in your ears as your body separates from its light body. Yes, like a whoosh. Yes. And then but you can't try to hold it back. When you start feeling the separation, you just let it go and let it flow. And that's when you start to fly. That's when you start to fly. And you just said fly. Wow. All right. Archangel Ariel, often referred to as the Lioness of God, acts as a bridge between the spiritual realms and the physical material world, because she oversees the elements, nature, and the laws of manifestation. Her signposts are usually very tactile, earthly, and synchronous. When you call upon Ariel to assist, she responds through the language of the earth. Here are the specific examples of how her presence and manifestational success manifest in your reality. Calling all angels. Spirit sending us calling all angels. Animal totems and bold encounters. Ariel frequently uses the animal kingdom as her primary communication network. The lioness seeing lions in media, art, or even hearing a sudden reference to a pride or Leos. This is a sign to step into your sovereignty. Birds of prey. If a hawk, eagle, or owl crosses your path unexpectedly, Ariel is signaling that it is time to take a bird's eye view of your finances or resources. Domestic animals, since she protects all creatures, sudden heartwarming interactions with dogs or cats signify that the atmosphere around you is safe for manifestation. Finding resources, the coin of the realm. Ariel is the archangel most associated with the flow of prosperity. Her signs are often literal and fiscal. Found currency, finding coins or bills in unexpected places. Coat pockets, on the sidewalk, in old books. In the Butterfly Collective, this is a seed sign. It's not about the amount, but the proof that flow is returning. Yes. Unexpected rebates or credits, a sudden "we overcharged you" email, or a small windfall that covers a specific bill you were worried about. How many times does that happen to us? Happens to me all the time. All the time. I won't have enough for that, and I say, universe, I need something, right? And universe always sends it. Every time. It's amazing. The provision miracle. Needing a specific tool or resource for a project and having someone gift it to you, or finding it at a significant discount within 24 hours of asking. Yes. Absolutely, hippie. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Sudden floral and herbal fragrances. Ariel's signature is often identified by the scent of the wild. Phantom scents, smelling jasmine, lilies, or fresh cut grass in an environment where none should be, like an office or a car. This is her signature that she is currently working on your energetic blueprint. The appearance of flowers, receiving flowers as a gift out of nowhere, or a specific plant in your home suddenly blooming after years of dormancy. Environment synchronicities, because she manages the elements, she uses the weather and the earth to confirm your path. The sun shower, rain falling while the sun is still shining, is a primary sign from Ariel. It represents the integration of emotion, water, and spirit, fire. The exact alchemy needed for manifestation. Yes. Consistent 5s and 8s. While 555 represents the change, the metamorphosis, 888 is Ariel's preferred frequency for manifestation, representing the infinite flow of resources and the as above, so below principle. Yes, Ariel is, she's also an archangel. Physical body buzz in the solar plexus. Ariel works closely with the solar plexus, yellow, and heart, pink and green chakras. Yes. A sudden warm fizzy feeling in the pit of your stomach when you think of a new idea. This is Ariel's green light. It is her way of saying this idea has the weight to become real. Pursue it. Yeah, I didn't know a lot about Ariel. I'm learning right along with you guys. How to lock in her signs. When you see one of these signs, an immediate physical anchor to tell the flame in the earth that you've received the message. Oh, create an immediate physical anchor. Touch the earth. Touch a plant, a stone, or the ground. Speak the mantra, Ariel, I see the sign. I thank you for the provision. I am ready to receive the form. And the act of faith. Aquarius, let the sunshine in his plane. Perform a small act of generosity like feeding a bird or tipping an extra $1. This completes the circle of flow and tells the universe you are not a stagnant pond, but a flowing river. All right. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Lioness of God. To understand the symbolism of the Lioness of God, the literal translation of the Hebrew name Ariel, it literally means Lioness of God. We must look beyond the simplified image of a cat and into the high vibrational archetypes of sovereignty, divine feminine protection, and the alchemy of matter. The lioness represents the perfect marriage of fierce power and nurturing grace. Unlike the lion, often associated with the sun and outward ego, the lioness represents the practical application of power. She is the one who hunts, provides, and protects the pride. The archetype of the spiritual hunter. In nature, the lioness is the primary provider. Symbolically, this means Archangel Ariel does not just give you things. She empowers you to track and capture your own soul's destiny. Calculated movement. A lioness does not waste energy. She stalks her goal with silence and precision. This symbolizes the way of the butterfly, knowing when to remain still in the chrysalis and when to strike out with focused intent. Provision. She represents the ability to bring the hunt, your ideas, into the den, your physical reality. Yes. Hi, Trey. Hi, beautiful angel. Mastery over the beast, the subconscious. The Lioness of God is deeply linked to the Strength card in the Tarot's Major Arcana. In this card, a woman is seen gently but firmly closing or opening a lion's mouth. The symbolism, this represents the taming of the lower ego. Ariel as the lioness helps you master your base instincts, fear, greed, and survival anxiety, and elevates them into courage and leadership. Yes. Hi, Teresa. Hi, beautiful. For the Butterfly Collective, you are shedding the crawling nature of the caterpillar. The lioness symbolism ensures that you grow wings. You do not lose your strength. You simply refine it. And the lioness frequency is not just terrestrial. It is Sekhmet, ancient Egypt, the lion-headed goddess of the sun, destruction, and healing. She was called the one before whom evil trembles. Ariel shares this lineage. The message: when Ariel appears as a lioness, she is performing a divine burn. She is destroying the structures in your life that are no longer worthy of your soul's royalty. If things are falling away, it is because the lioness has deemed them weak prey that can no longer sustain your growth. Stewardship of the garden. The lioness is the queen of her territory. Ariel is the overseer of the earth's resources, the minerals, the plants, and the animals. Environmental sovereignty. To work with the lioness of God is to take responsibility for your den, your home, your finances, and your local environment. Protection of the vulnerable. The lioness is most fierce when protecting her cubs. Symbolically, Ariel protects vulnerable beginnings. If you have a new business, a new pregnancy, or a new spiritual path, she circles you with a protective frequency that warns off parasitic energies. Yes. So, to embody this symbolism, this is the lioness breath exercise. And call in the Ariel frequency. If you want to start working with Archangel Ariel, what you can do is you sit with a straight spine, hands on your knees, like paws. The flame, visualize a golden pink fire in your solar plexus. This is your pride. The roar, silent or loud, exhale sharply, releasing any crawling or victim energy. The intention, state internally: I am the lioness of my domain. I am the architect of my abundance. I hunt my highest timeline with grace and precision. Yes. Why does it matter today? For the Butterfly Collective, the lioness symbolism is the grounding wire for your flight. While you have the wings of an insect, delicate, colorful, and spiritual, you carry the heart of a lioness, strong, provider, and royal. Yes. This ensures that you are not too spiritual to be of any earthly use. Okay. Wow. That was deep. And yeah, I think I will start working with you, Archangel Ariel, since you came into my reality. Definitely couldn't hurt. All right, next thing we're going to talk about is the Song of the Spheres. We're getting back to that. Spirit has guided me to go back to that. We haven't had this lesson, I don't think. but we're going to talk about it. The Song of the Spheres. These are the songs that we play at 11:11. Right now we've been playing the Song of Aurora, but there are many different songs. Okay. So why do we play them? Some people might ask. That's funny music you listen to. These are the songs of the spheres. The music of the spheres represents the organic tonal sequences of each dimensional frequency band within the 15-dimensional time matrix. The consolidated core vibrational sound signatures of each dimensional frequency band. Of the 15 core vibrational signatures of the 15 dimensions in a time matrix, 12 of these core signatures serve as the primary 12 tonal sequences upon which each strand of the 12-strand original human DNA template and each axiom line in the 4-density planetary shields are structured. In using the tone sequences of the music of the spheres, the 12-strand DNA template can be progressively brought into natural activation. Scalar wave distortions within the templates for the DNA strands, which physically manifest as genetic distortions, can be systematically realigned with their natural, perfect, 12th dimensional organic imprint. In using the music of the spheres for work with the planetary shields, each of the 24 axiom lines can be opened and encoded with the perfect pattern of the planetary plasma beam, transmitting the 12th dimensional Maharic shield pattern directly into the axiom lines in the planetary shields is the most rapid method to distribute the program of the planetary organic imprint throughout the 4 density levels of the planetary shields. In ancient days, the music of the spheres was used extensively for purposes of self-generated healing and to prepare the physical body for literal passage through the planetary stargates. Ascension. Passage through the planetary stargates is ascension. Why do we listen to the songs? Because we are ascending spiritual beings. That is why. It's not just funny sounding music that we don't understand the words to. Deep down, our soul understands the word and the words to the songs. The specific tone sequences for each singular dimension, which corresponded to one DNA strand template in the 12-strand blueprint, and the inherent dimension of consciousness that would embody through activation of the strand, are called the songs of the spheres. Each song contained very specific word sounds from the first universal spoken language for lyrics and specific multi-layered tones, which generated inaudible tritone standing waves. For melody, harmony, and overtones to be effective, the songs had to be used through the human voice, externally or mentally, as the singing of songs. The sacred songs were sung in combination with directing specific corresponding color and symbol sequences through the bioenergetic field, or through the planetary axiom lines for planetary shield work. The songs serve to open specific areas of the DNA template, or specific planetary axiom lines to receive instructions directed by the color and symbol sequences. The tones of the songs generated specific scalar wave formations that triggered activation of corresponding configurations within the DNA templates and planetary shields. Activation of dormant portions of the DNA strand templates for planetary axiom lines opened the strand template of planetary shield to directly receive color symbol scalar wave instructions, through which desired outcomes within the personal or planetary body and within the external reality experience could be programmed for manifestation. These songs help you manifest with the 12-strand DNA system. We are no longer in the 2-strand DNA system. Not all of us are at 12-strand and beyond, but we're getting there. We're getting there. The science of the music of the spheres was one of the most highly guarded sacred secrets in pre-ancient cultures, due to the power of interdimensional freedom and conscious manifestation that could be obtained through knowledgeable use of the songs. Before the songs of the spheres will be fully retuned to human awareness, our culture will have to mature enough to demonstrate spiritually motivated ethical use of power. Certain songs are now being slowly returned so that we may assist those of higher evolution to realign Earth's planetary shield with its original 12th dimensional Maharic shield organic imprint. One of the 15 songs of the spheres was provided to us by the Emerald Order. This song is used to activate dormant scalar waves in the 8th DNA strand template, through which the process of activating the dormant 1st through 8th strands of the 12-strand DNA template can be accelerated, expediting the natural processes of higher dimensional spiritual identity integration. This song is also used to open the 8th axiom line in Gaia's planetary shield as Rescue is playing, to facilitate realignment of Earth's planetary shields from etheric matter density 3. This song was given so that groups can begin assisting directly in planetary grid work, opening specific axiom lines and vortices in the planetary body to help bring Earth's planetary shield manifestation template into its organic alignment and balance. The song that was given is called the Aria Cum Nare. The English language translation is the Song of Orion. And we will be switching to that today to get ready for the meditations that I'm going to be leading. The meditations that I've been called to get ready for us. July 25th, I believe, is the last of them. There's going to be like 3. This song of the 8th sphere corresponds to the 8th dimensional level of the universal Cathara grid and its 8th primary stargate. It also corresponds to the 8th planetary axiom line within the etheric matter density 3 Gaian planetary shield, and to the 8th DNA strand template in the human body. The 8th dimensional stargate within the universal Cathara grid is the stargate that opens into the Orion star system. Thus, the name of the song of the 8th sphere is the Song of Orion. Some people are saying Orion, oh, the Orion Wars. No. No. I'll say that again. The 8th dimensional stargate within the universal Cathara grid is the stargate that opens into the Orion star system, your 8th chakra. Thus, the name of the song of the 8th sphere is the Song of Orion. What is your 8th chakra? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. It's your soul star chakra. Your soul star chakra. Soon the songs that correspond to the 11th and 12th dimensional frequencies will be provided. Aside from its use in planetary grid work, when used as a mantra, repeatedly sung as a focus for the mind in meditation, the Arya Kumnare serves to stimulate consciousness expansion into the higher dimensional fields and amplifies and expedites the effects of personal bioregenesis techniques. Attitudes and responsibilities of mastery. Part of the process of spiritual integration of our higher selves or expansion of our consciousness involves reprogramming the way we think. Our thoughts create our reality and the life experience we have on the inside and the outside of us. The following attitudes and responsibilities, when embodied and lived, will help to change our thought patterns, thoughts that we simply take for granted, because they are part of the programming we currently carry. Changing the thought patterns is actually changing the programming in the personal template. Okay. These are the 12 attitudes of mastery. 1, love. Recognition of the truth of the all oneness. 2 is grace. Allowing the all oneness to be what it is, regardless of whether it suits you. Living perpetual forgiveness. Gratitude. Appreciating the all oneness, knowing your aliveness. Reverent respect. Acknowledging and giving to the all oneness. Responsibility. Co-creating with, serving, and being able to respond to the all oneness. Trust. Knowing the power and love of the all oneness. Accountability. Being in a state of truth with the all oneness. Impeccability. Upholding and protecting the all oneness. Mindfulness. Loving, nurturing, and being attentive to the all oneness. Fearlessness. Recognizing the eternal, infinite nature and unconditional love of the all oneness. Engaged detachment. Permitting the all oneness to be without assigning critique, condemnation, or value judgment. Understanding the isness of and validating the all oneness. And joy. Choosing to be the embodied all oneness. Yes. All right, let's see. What time is it? 10:03. We're going to leave the next one for tomorrow. And that is the 12 responsibilities of mastery. Some of these you will have heard, some of them you might not have heard. In our every now moment, we are learning to ascend our consciousness, one step at a time. It looks different for everybody. Not everybody's going to look at this the same way. Not everybody's going to grow the same way. But we all are going to grow. Let's see that. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Song of Orion.
We'll play that 11:11, the Song of Orion. Because now that you know what it does. The Song of Aurora, the one that we've been listening to for so long, the explanation is in our Discord of what that's all about. Let me see. It's in the gate text. Yeah. I'll just say the English translation of it. It is expressed now and in this place, the silent strength of eternal grace. Expressed now and in this place, brings loving comfort, peaceful solace in the face of disharmony, suffering, spiritual challenge, as condition may be or is in present experience. The silent strength of eternal grace expressed now and in this place brings perpetual renewal by the means or way of eternal living light. A stoic noble stance I will hold in appropriate or perfect bearing in context of the circumstance around me. The power of my burning passion to be enacted or brought forth through spiritual love, reverence, and loving respect. The unknown or uncertain circumstance will be met with calm bravery, self-reflected clarity, great patience and tolerance, in loving humility, gentleness, and harmlessness, as the will, the means, and the way of safe passage. Absolute, unshakable conviction, affirmation, or statement, the will to, being in fully Christed existence. I state and affirm with absolute, unshakable conviction the will to be as the eternal Christar body. That was verse 1 of the Song of Aurora. See, behind those silly words of B2 etete ete, that's what you're hearing. Jana tu e ete. Yes, that's what those words mean. And then we have verse 2. The eternal Christ blood, lava, love flow, at once stoic and noble, as currently existed condition, fills now completely this vessel to be brought forth through the will of Reishi Edonic, spiritualized. The eternal Christ blood, lava flow, at once stoic and noble, as currently existing condition, is now engaged to, absolutely stated, of spiritualized Kala state, crystalline state, reuniting polarities affirmed in action, complete, in unshakable conviction, harmony, joy, co-resonance. My journey onward to God's source, an absolute manifestation expressed now and in this place. To enter into Christed, be enacted or brought the Illuria, the first eye of God, existence forth through by the power of my will to become fully engaged, eternal Christed spirit, embraced at once with and renewed by, in loving humility, in stoic and noble personal intention and passionate desire, gentleness and harmlessness, by the way of loving affirmation or my safe passage, eternal doorway or strength statement through Christed window of spirit light domain, doorway of light into the eternal Christed domain. That is what the Song of Aurora, the song that we have been listening to at 11:11 every day, is all about. behind the silly words. That's the meaning. And every time we listen to that and hum it to ourselves or sing it, our soul sings it with us, our higher self. These songs are for our higher self. Our 3D minds can't comprehend the meaning of the words, but our soul can. Our soul can. And that's that. So you see why we play it at 11:11. 11:11 is also it's an hour that certain things are in alignment. And that's why we do it at 11:11. That's why we have patience with everyone. And we listen and we ascend. And that's why. Hi, Paradise. Hi, darling. Earth Angel Amy Lynn, it's your birthday. It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Amy Lynn. I heard it through the grapevine. Everyone wish Amy Lynn a happy birthday. All right, guys, we are going to do our snaps for the day, right? We're all on this butterfly together because we work together in order to raise the frequency of this planet just by being us. This is our past loved ones. They're always with us anytime we think of them, and this is us. We have our halo technology, and it's lit up in our soul star chakra, which we talked about today, the 8th chakra. This is God's energy, the solar energy. And this is all the ideas coming in, right? What are you doing with your ideas? Are you going with them? Or you're just letting them sit there, right? You're the golden butterflies connected to the Aurelian arc outside of this planet. And here is the flame codex. This is the alchemy, earth, air, fire, water, ether. Going from 2-strand to 12-strand and beyond. And this is also our room. We are divinely guided and protected in here and watched over. Always. Here's a beautiful dragon that watches over us. Cat did that. That's little Toothless. And we go through this door to become heart-centered butterflies. And that's the green. Solar plexus connected to the sun. Source energy. Maya did that for us. I've been seeing that name so much. Maya, it's like everywhere now. Because I created it. This is our room according to Forest Fairy. And she saw the dragons in here and the priest and the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XO, the magic, the Magdalene, time travel, moving the timelines. That's the hummingbird. The higher self is the Ankh. That's what's in here right now. Unicorns. We are all unicorns. But we are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, the rainbow warriors. And this is our armor of God invocation. So today we rise in light. Today we walk as flame. We put on the helmet of truth. Our minds are clear. We wear the breastplate of light. Our hearts are pure. We lift the shield of faith. No shadow may enter, and we do move mountains. Here's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here, creating and empowering yourself. We wield the sword of spirit. Our voice is power. We stand in the shoes of peace. We walk with purpose. Our grid is sealed. Our flame is online, and our codex is alive. We are the love. We are the light. We are the truth. We are. August 12th. Peace, unity, respect, love, create the new earth. We are bringing in these codes and anchoring them onto this planet just by being. Here's our healing chain, and all these beautiful people and places have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, prayer, Reiki, crystal healing, light language. I'm going to call in Arch Angel Ariel and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people and places. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. All right. This is our rainbow butterfly dream catcher. We work in the astral at night. So before you lay your head on that pillow, if you so choose, bring this with you. Put it in your mind's eye, but also bring your dragon and shield your energy. Very important. Chris did this for us to use in the astral. We do so much work there. We don't want to come back with bumps and bruises and scratches. Okay. And here is our Aurelian arc. We're going to go ahead and do our Aurelian arc imagination exercise. So if you can, close your eyes. And I want you to imagine this beautiful golden light all around the earth. It's like thick. You can feel it. I want you to pull that energy into your heart, that golden energy, and let it sit there just for a moment. And then I want you to push it down into your solar plexus, and down into your sacral chakra, and down into your root chakra, down, down, down into the center, your earth star chakra, into the center of the earth. And then I want you to imagine this beautiful golden energy going through the soles of the feet of all the people on the earth, all the angels that came here to wake up, but they're still groggy. They're still sleeping. So we're just going to give them a little spark of remembrance so that we can light this planet up. And we have the power to do this because God gave us that power. With great power comes great responsibility, guys. Always remember that. Whatever that looks like for you, just hold that thought. Let's give them something to talk about. All right. Beautiful, beautiful work, guys. Class goes so fast. Time just goes so fast. It's like I just woke up and did dance and now class and everything's going fast. Wow. I got goosebumps from that. All right. We're going to talk about God. Conversation with God. Okay. Let's see. This is a conversation between Neil and God. And God made a pact with Neil that he would publish this conversation. It answers so many questions about our reality, about heaven, about all sorts of things between all three books. So we're going to learn. Okay. Neil Donald Walsh asks for an explanation. You waited for it for years. You've asked for it in layman's terms, not theological doctrines or scientific theories. And he says, yes, I know what I've asked. And God says, in having asked, so shall you receive. Now, to keep things simple, I'm going to use your Children of God mythological model as a basis for discussion, because it is a model with which you are familiar. In many ways, it is not that far off. So let's go back to how this process of self-knowing must work. God says, there is one way I could have caused all my spiritual children to know themselves as parts of me. And that was simply to tell them. Yes. Aw, thank you, Karen, for the hand hearts. Thank you guys for the loves, the likes, the gifts, everything. You are so very appreciated and loved. This I did, but you see, it was not enough for spirit to simply know itself as God or part of God or children of God or inheritors of the kingdom or whatever mythology you want to use. As I've already explained, knowing something and experiencing it are two different things. Spirit longed to know itself experientially, just as I did. Conceptual awareness was not enough for you. So I devised a plan. I love this song, Bless the Broken Road. It is the most extraordinary idea in all of the universe and the most spectacular collaboration. I say collaboration because all of you are in it with me. Under the plan, you as pure spirit would enter the physical universe just created. This is because physicality is the only way to know experientially what you know conceptually. It is, in fact, the reason I created the physical cosmos to begin with, and the system of relativity which governs it, and all of creation. Once in the physical universe, you, my spiritual children, could experience what you know of yourself. But first, you had to come to know the opposite. To explain this simplistically, you cannot know yourself as tall unless and until you become aware of short. You cannot experience the part of yourself that you call fat unless you also come to know thin. Taken to ultimate logic, you cannot experience yourself as what you are until you've encountered what you are not. This is the purpose of the theory of relativity and all physical life. It is by that which you are not that you yourself are defined. Now, in the case of the ultimate knowing, in the case of knowing yourself as the creator, you cannot experience yourself as creator unless and until you create. And you cannot create yourself until you uncreate yourself. In a sense, you have to first not be in order to be. Do you follow? Neil says, I think. God says, stay with it. Of course, there is no way for you to not be who and what you are. You simply are that. Pure, creative spirit. Have always been and always will be. So you did the next best thing. You caused yourself to forget who you really are. Upon entering the physical universe, you relinquished your remembrance of yourself. This allows you to choose to be who you are, rather than simply wake up in the castle, so to speak. It is in the act of choosing to be, rather than simply being told that you are a part of God, that you experience yourself as being at total choice, which is what, by definition, God is. Yet, how can you have a choice about something over which there is no choice? You cannot not be my offspring, no matter how hard you try. But you can forget. Birds is playing, guys. You are, have always been, and will always be a divine part of the divine whole, a member of the body. That is why the act of rejoining the whole, of returning to God, is called remembrance. You actually choose to remember who you really are, or to join together with the various parts of you to experience the all of you, which is to say, the all of me. Your job on earth, therefore, is not to learn, because you already know, but to remember who you are and to remember who everyone else is. That is why a big part of your job is to remind others. That is to remind them. Look at this play on words, right? So that they can remember also. All the wonderful spiritual teachers have been doing just that. It is your sole purpose. That is to say, your soul purpose. Both spellings. S-O-L-E and S-O-U-L. Yes. Well, hi there, Country Fried. Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you, brother. Let them, Amy Lynn. Let them. You know who you are at a soul level, and that's a beautiful thing. You are a butterfly flying with your wings. You are an angel, and you have professed it. And that takes bravery. And I am so proud of you, sister, and I love you. I love you for being you, no matter how silly we are, right? Let them talk. Exactly. Who cares? Exactly. We know who we are, right? We are piece fragments of God incarnate. Yep. And Neil says, my God, this is so simple and so symmetrical. I mean, it all fits in. It all suddenly fits. I see now a picture I have never quite put together before. And God says, good. That is good. That is the purpose of this dialogue. You have asked me for answers. I have promised I would give them to you. You will make of this dialogue a book, and you will render my words accessible to many people. It is part of your work. Now you have many questions, many inquiries to make about life. We have here placed the foundation. We have laid the groundwork for other understandings. Let us go to these other questions. And do not worry. If there is something about what we've just gone through you do not thoroughly understand, it will all be clear to you soon enough. Neil says, there is so much I want to ask. There are so many questions. I suppose I should start with the big ones, the obvious ones, like, why is the world in the shape it's in? Wow. God says of all the questions man has asked of God, this is the one asked most often. From the beginning of time, man has asked it. From the first moment to this, you have wanted to know, why must it be like this? The classic posing of the question is usually something like, if God is all perfect and all loving, why would God create pestilence? pestilence and famine, war and disease, earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes, and all manner of natural disaster, deep personal disappointment, and worldwide calamity? The answer to this question lies in the deeper mystery of the universe and the highest meaning of life. I do not show my goodness by creating only what you call perfection all around you. I do not demonstrate my love by not allowing you to demonstrate yours. As I have already explained, you cannot demonstrate love until you can demonstrate not loving. A thing cannot exist without its opposite, except in the world of the absolute. Yet the realm of the absolute was not sufficient for either you or me. I existed there in the always, and it is from where you too have come. In the absolute, there is no experience, only knowing. 1,000 years. Knowing is a divine state, yet the grandest joy is in being. Being is achieved only after experience. The evolution is this: knowing, experiencing, being. This is the Holy Trinity, the triune that is God. God the Father is knowing, the parent of all understandings, the begetter of all experience. For you cannot experience that which you do not know. God the Son is experiencing the embodiment, the acting out of all that the Father knows of itself. For you cannot be that which you have not experienced. God the Holy Spirit is being, the disembodiment of all that the Son has experienced of itself. The simple, exquisite isness possible only through the memory of the knowing and experiencing. This simple being is bliss. It is God's state, after knowing and experiencing itself. It is that for which God yearned in the beginning. Of course, you are well past the point where you must have it explained to you that the Father-Son descriptions of God have nothing to do with gender. I use here the picturesque speech of your most recent scriptures. Much earlier holy writings place this metaphor in a mother-daughter context. Neither is correct. Your mind can best hold the relationship as parent-offspring, or that which gives rise to and that which is risen. Adding the third part of the Trinity produces this relationship, that which gives rise to, that which is risen, that which is. This triune reality is God's signature. It is the divine pattern. The three in one is everywhere, found in the realms of the sublime. You cannot escape it in matters dealing with time and space, good and consciousness, or any of the subtle relationships. On the other hand, you will not find the triune truth in any of life's gross relationships. The triune truth is recognized in life's subtle relationships by everyone dealing with such relationships. Some of your religionists have described the triune truth as Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Some of your psychiatrists use the terms superconscious, conscious, and subconscious. Some of your spiritualists say mind, body, and spirit. Some of your scientists see energy, matter, and ether. Some of your philosophers say a thing is not true for you until it is true in thought, word, and deed. When discussing time, you speak of 3 times only: past, present, and future. Similarly, there are 3 moments in your perception: before, now, and after. In terms of spatial relationships, whether considering the points in the universe or various points in your own room, you recognize here, there, and the space in between. In matters of gross relationships, you recognize no in between. That is because gross relationships are always dyads, whereas relationships of the higher realm are invariably triads. Hence, there is left, right, up, down, big, small, fast, slow, hot, cold, and the greatest dyad ever created, male, female. There are no in-betweens in this dyads. A thing is either one thing or the other, or some greater or lesser version in relationship to one of these polarities. Within the realm of gross relationships, nothing conceptualized can exist without a conceptualization of its opposite. Most of your day-to-day experience is foundationed in this reality. Within the realm of sublime relationships, nothing which exists has an opposite. All is one, and everything progresses from one to the other in a never-ending circle. Time is such a sublime realm in which what you call past, present, and future exist interrelationally. That is, they are not opposites, but rather parts of the same whole, progressions of the same idea, cycles of the same energy, aspects of the same immutable truth. If you conclude from this that past, present, and future exist at one and the same time, you are right. Yet now is not the moment to discuss that. We can get into this in much greater detail when we explore the whole concept of time, which we will do later. The world is the way it is because it could not be any other way and still exist in the gross realm of physicality. Earthquakes and hurricanes, floods and tornadoes, and events that you call natural disasters are but movements of the elements from one polarity to the other. The whole birth-death cycle is part of this movement. These are the rhythms of life, and everything in gross reality is subject to them, because life itself is a rhythm. It is a wave, a vibration, a pulsation at the very heart of the all that is. Illness and dis-ease are opposites of health and wellness, and are made manifest in your reality at your behest. You cannot be ill without at some level causing yourself to be. And you can be well again in a moment by simply deciding to be. Deep personal disappointments are responses which are chosen, and worldwide calamities are the result of worldwide consciousness. Your question infers that I choose these events, that it is my will and desire they should occur. Yet I do not will these things into being. I merely observe you doing so. And I do nothing to stop them, because to do so would be to thwart your will. That in turn would deprive you of the God experience, which is the experience you and I have chosen together. Do not condemn, therefore, all that you would call bad in the world. Rather, ask yourself, what about this have you judged bad? And what, if anything, you wish to do to change it? Inquire within rather than without, asking, what part of myself do I wish to experience now in the face of this calamity? What aspect of being do I choose to call forth? For all of life exists as a tool of your own creation, and all of its events merely present themselves as opportunities for you to decide and be who you are. This is true for every soul. And so you see, there are no victims in the universe, only creators. The masters who have walked this planet all knew this. That is why, no matter which master you might name, None imagined themselves to be victimized, though many were truly crucified. Each soul is a master, though some do not remember their origins or their heritages. Yet each creates the situation and the circumstance for its own highest purpose and its own quickest remembering in each moment called now. Judge not, then, the karmic path walked by another. Envy not success, nor pity failure, for you know not what is success or failure in the soul's reckoning. Call not a thing calamity, nor joyous event, until you decide or witness how it is used. For is a death a calamity if it saves the lives of thousands? And is a life a joyous event if it has caused nothing but grief? Yet even this you should not judge, but keep always your own counsel and allow others theirs. This does not mean ignore a call for help, nor the urging of your own soul to work toward the change of some circumstance or condition. It does not mean avoiding labels and judgment while you do whatever you do, for each circumstance is a gift, and in each experience is hidden treasure. There once was a soul who knew itself to be the light. This was a new soul, and so anxious for experience. I am the light, it said. I am the light. Yet all the knowing of it and all the saying of it could not substitute for the experience of it. And in the realm from which this soul emerged, there was nothing but the light. Every soul was grand. Every soul was magnificent. And every soul shone with the brilliance of my awesome light. And so the little soul in question was a candle in the sun, in the midst of the grandest light of which it was a part. It could not see itself nor experience itself as who and what it really is. Now it came to pass that this little soul yearned and yearned to know itself. And so great was its yearning that I one day said, "Do you know, little one, what you must do to satisfy this yearning of yours?" "Oh, what, God? What? I'll do anything," the little soul said. "You must separate yourself from the rest of us," I answered. "And then you must call upon yourself the darkness." "What is the darkness, O Holy One?" the little soul asked. "That which you are not," I replied. And the soul understood. And so this the soul did, removing itself from the all. Yeah, going even onto another realm. And in this realm, the soul had the power to call into its experience all sorts of darkness. And this it did. Yet in the midst of all the darkness, did it cry out, "Father, Father, why hast thou forsaken me?" Even as have you in your blackest times. Yet I have never forsaken you, but stand by you always, ready to remind you of who you really are. Ready, always ready to call you home. Therefore be a light onto the darkness, and curse it not, and forget not who you are in the moment of your encirclement by that which you are not. But do you praise to the creation even as you seek to change it. And know that what you do in the time of your greatest trial can be your greatest triumph. For the experience you create is a statement of who you are and who you want to be. I have told you this story, the parable of the little soul in the sun, so that you might better understand why the world is the way it is and how it can change in an instant, the moment everyone remembers the divine truth of their highest reality. Now, there are those who say that life is a school and that these things which you observe and experience in your life are for your learning. I have addressed this before, and I tell you again. You came into this life with nothing to learn. You have only to demonstrate what you already know. In the demonstration of it, will you function it out and create yourself anew through your experience. Thus do you justify life and give it purpose. Thus do you render it holy. Yes. Yes. This is why when you reach this state of Kundalini awakening, it is a rebirth, guys. It is a rebirth back to where we were before. We are remembering who we are at a soul level. All of us are. And we are acting accordingly to our higher selves. Our higher selves. The words. I'm losing my words. Experience. The higher self's experience. That's the word. Okay. I had to get a different. There we go. This one works better. Okay. So that was Conversations with God. That was powerful, guys. And if you didn't get the reference there, we were the little lights. We were the little lights. And we chose to come here and experience darkness and trauma and all that because we can't get that there. We got bored. And so we came here to learn and not to be so bored. All right. It is share time. If there's anyone that would like to come up and share, now is the time. Share any words you have about what we talked about today or anything that you wanted to share. Yes. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hey, Christina.
Hi, I do want to come up because I could stay for the song and today. And, as I'm listening to that, what you were reading, I was just, I can't help but saying, I'm just so happy to be Christina today. Mm-hmm. I'm happy you are too.
Me too.
But many of us want to, it doesn't matter where I came from, right? Like, I'm just happy to be who I am, where I am, and how I am today. And I always say it because I can't be anybody else but me.
That's right.
And
I love that. I got goosebumps.
The authenticity of me, and everything that reading, talked about is everything that I've experienced in this life thus far. And thus far, because you know what, you don't know until you experience it, right? That's why, I have friends that are looking to go and live out of a camper. They might hate it. I loved it, and I
love the idea too.
The idea is great until you actually do it. But you have to be willing to do a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yes.
England can justify that. You know what I mean?
Don't get my mom. Yes.
It's a lot of work.
I know what you're saying. And yes.
And a willingness and not to have certain comforts that we have.
It's a lifestyle, isn't it? A whole lifestyle change.
It really is. And I mean, I look forward to the day that I'll be able to do that again. It's not happening anytime soon because I'm very content and happy where I'm at. It's easy right now, right? This is easy in comparison to my past, right?
Yes.
So I love that. So it's getting easier for me. And I'm gonna embrace.
You did the work.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, we're all doing the work. We're all doing it in divine timing. Like, and it's like, and here's the thing: it didn't come all at once. Like, even though I had that NDE out of body experience, I was meant to come back to have these aha moments. I was meant to come back to have the downloads and to experience everything that I'm experiencing today at a soul level. Like, I am so, I'm so not fearful of who I am. And yesterday, I want to share, like, one of my new clients who's coming in on Saturday or either Saturday or next Wednesday, because I work out of the shop on Wednesday. She mentioned something like, have you gotten any pushback yet? And I was like, by who? And I was like, do you mean the religious type? And she kind of smiled, and I said, nope. I said, and if they do, I have an experience that they cannot question. And if they think that they are bigger than God and can judge me based on my experience when I had my out of body and near death experience, then let's bring them. I don't care. Let them come.
Ready.
I don't care. I'm not like I am true to myself. I know that I work with God and for God.
Yes.
And if they haven't figured it out, that's not my problem. Go back to church because you're afraid of going to hell. That's the reason why you guys are seeking so much. And so I lived in it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I concur with that. I like that a lot.
It just is what it is.
No, you're right though. That needs to be said. Thank you. I got goosebumps the whole time you were talking. Yeah.
Mm.
You're in Lincoln, Nebraska, country fried. No, who's in Lincoln? Is some who's in Lincoln?
I don't know. Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah, that's right. Where I got my bees the first time. I went to Valhalla Bee Farm. There.
Oh, nice. There's a Valhalla tattoo shop here, Christina.
I love it. I was born in Valhalla, New York.
Wow.
I never knew that.
Just
saying. I was born in Valhalla. I was born in Valhalla, and I lived in the sweetest place on earth, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember the Hershey, Pennsylvania.
That's what the
They make Hershey there, don't they?
Yeah, they make Hershey.
Yeah,
I've seen
chocolate.
like a documentary on it.
Yeah, I lived there when the original factory was still running, and then after 30 years of living there, the whole town changed. It was crazy, but it was so cool because every Tuesday you could smell the whole town smell like bacon brownies. It was the best.
Oh my gosh, I'd love that. That'd be so cool.
That's how
the whole town.
What I'm named from, Valhalla. Valerie.
Oh wow.
Valhalla.
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah.
You too, Paradise. Love you, sister.
Odin's Day. That's why I practice on Wednesdays. I practice on Odin's Day.
Right.
Valhalla
and you know what?
Celtic
Wednesday
heaven.
is my lucky day, and I never knew it was Odin's Day. So thank you. I didn't know that. That's cool.
And then actually I read something. Do you guys remember Michael Kotz? He's back and he's doing great.
Yep.
And remember him, Michael? He's doing so awesome.
A little bit.
Good to hear.
Good. Yes, I've been worried about him.
He's doing so awesome, and I've been talking to him, and he sent me one of the books that he wrote. And oh my God, I mean, I hope that he comes back to Butterfly Sanctuary, but it's up to him. I don't push. I don't say anything, right?
Yeah.
But he used to teach us breath work in this class. This is going back
years, couple years. Yeah.
Yeah, 3. Like the beginning of our third year.
Yeah.
In 2023.
Yep.
Okay. And so he is very into the Nordic runes and Odin, and come to find out that Odin took his eye out seeking knowledge, right? Because he couldn't find enough of it. And that when you get into that mindset, like, what will you do for yourself to seek knowledge? Like, I'm good. I'm not gouging an eye out for it.
No,
like I'll be patient.
Right,
Bram?
I'll step back and allow.
Right.
Just
He stopped by by gouging his eye out, he was going to seek more knowledge. And he did. He did in the sense that, without two eyes, your other senses
You're not invisible.
rise up, right?
Oh, okay.
They rise up. Imagine,
That's why he did it because of that. Okay.
Well, I'm thinking, if a blind person, when you think about a blind person, right, they have other ultra senses. Their hearing is ultra sensitive. Their smell is ultra sensitive.
Oh my gosh.
So they use different senses to help them navigate.
Yes, that's some deep thinking, Christina. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That totally
keep it simple. Like, when I keep it simple, it falls into place for me. Keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can only think how we're made to think. You know what I mean? So keep it simple for someone else might not be how we do it. You know what I mean? So there's that.
Well, I think keeping it simple is the best way to go, personally, because if we overthink anything, then we're going to miss the whole point.
If I overthink anything, I get anxiety. I'm just going to be honest,
right?
Because I fear I get into the fear of the unknown, and then I'm like, okay, and now I can spot it a mile away because I grew up, with anxiety. My first job, I had a panic attack at the job. I had anxiety for years, and I couldn't go in public. I just don't talk about that. But yeah, definitely way past that. But I, like you said, back, and when I came back, I didn't have that anxiety anymore. A lot of things changed, literally.
And I was thinking, like, when I mentioned it to Flower Power about flying, right? So I was imagining myself, and I do swing myself on a swing. But do you remember when you were little and you would swing and you would swing and you would swing so high and then you would jump off?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I want to put myself in that flight mode or in astro travel, that's what I do. Like, if I want to fly, I swing.
Explain.
And then I what do you mean? I
like, do you
I'm on a
rock
swing.
like really like this? Oh, you actually
like I'm pumping myself. I'm like pumping and I'm swinging, and then all of a sudden I jump off the swing and I'm like, wee, and then I fly.
I like that. Okay, I like that because I'm a picture in my head person, so that works for me.
Yeah, like I go in. I can't imagine like going to the edge of a cliff and jumping. That's just not happening.
Oh, I've done it when I was young. No, I don't know about now. But I like to challenge myself. But yeah, that's a little much.
I ain't doing no bungee jumping. No.
Yeah,
no.
I'm not jumping
out any airplanes. Nope.
No, for me.
Unless I know how to
in my astral, I do it. I fly a lot in the astral. But whenever I sleep, I'll be gulping air, and it reminded me when you said you swing, because it's like gulp. It's like I'm doing that in my sleep automatically, and I don't think physically, but my spirit is. Get it?
Oh.
And it's just a thing that I did before I even knew what the heck it was. So, yeah, you're on point with that swinging. I'm
my rings for
is that chocolate? Oh my God, this is terrible.
These are rings. These are all my rings.
Those you made those?
Well, these are all my copper rings to create the Janessa.
Yeah, I gotta order one. I know.
No,
I do.
I'm selling them, slowly but little, and then I've been trading them for stuff too, which has been helpful. But people are like allowing me to trade. Like, I needed like a whiteboard, and one of my friends had a whiteboard, and I had a small Janessa. I'm like, want to trade? And she said, sure.
I love that.
So,
yes. I do want to get one for my Jeep. I want to get one to hang, a small one, and then one for my garden. My garden.
Well, when you're ready, let me know.
I'll be ready next month, July. But I will. I have to get your information and everything.
Every little bit helps. I'm a poor college student.
And that's going to help me too.
I'm a college student.
Right. Yeah. You got to pay for the books. I know.
I am really in college land.
Those books are not cheap. Okay.
Nope. And you know what's crazy? Is they made me pay, it's crazy, like $60 to get an ebook. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? At least, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my
That's
word.
crazy.
Because that's already on the internet. Why do they do that?
I'm like, it's so, like, it's capital. They're capitalizing on it.
Of course they are.
Doing it.
Of course they do.
So I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to school for free, nan and a boo-boo.
Bartering. That's right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I barter a lot. And I'm grateful.
And then when I get one, people are going to be asking me about it because it's going to have my rear view mirror. They're going to be like, and so I'll be, telling them about you and that when they do. I won't do it like you said before.
Well, if they do, what I'm finding is if they do ask to say, you want me to get you one, it's going to cost X amount of dollars.
Oh, you're so sweet, Country Fried.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
Awesome.
And that's what I'm going to do, Christina. But I won't say it until they do. I already know a few people that are like us that's going to ask me right away.
You too, brother.
I got to go bathroom. I'll be right back.
So it's so crazy. You were talking about solar plexus today. I pulled out my solar plexus oil, and then you're talking about the navel. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm going to do with it tonight. I'm going to put the solar plexus oil right in my navel and see what. Like, I'll be the guinea pig once again.
Ooh,
like,
who's getting married?
I'm like, I already pooped, but maybe I'll poop more.
Someone's getting married. Country Fried.
Oh, who's
Set up a tent for the wedding. Who's getting married?
Oh, cool.
New beginnings. Your niece. Aw, that's awesome.
Aw, that's so nice. So you're in Lincoln, Nebraska.
I'm going to show you all this design. You're going to like it. This is a top that I never could wear. But I'm going to make it into a headscarf. Anyway.
Oh, that's cute.
Pretty.
And see how it does, Christine, you guys? It, you know what I mean? So it's double. But see if it would have had a back to it, I would be able to wear it. But, you know what I mean? It's cute though, right? It shrunk.
It is
when
cute.
That's really cute. What happened? It was bigger. It shrunk. I got this at like a flea market, here that they have. It's on the weekends, once a month or something. Anyway, in the summer. But look at it. Oh, see the
pretty.
They put them on.
Yeah.
Pretty.
I
like
would love
anything
that.
sparkly.
Yes, and I know you like tie dye.
When the bedazzle, remember when the bedazzle machine came out?
Yes, I had one.
One so bad.
I had one.
Tommy, did you have one?
Yes.
I know you did.
I was a bedazzle queen.
I think I still got a jacket that I bedazzled in my closet.
Oh, I love that. Now that's cool. And the pants, right?
Bedazzler.
I did my jeans. Yeah.
But I don't know how to do it yet because they have these and then they have that right there. I don't want to. Yeah.
Actually, you could just cut those pieces off and
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
You mean you don't think I should straight one? Like the sides? Just cut them shorter, maybe? See what I mean?
You can roll it up into it.
But I'll cut the other ones off. Okay.
Bedazzled everything.
Some stuff I'm not, good at, and this is one of them. That's why we work together.
It's so cool yesterday.
Yeah, that thing's cute too. The thing that puts gems in your hair.
Gave me a pair of shoes that say peace, love, unity, and respect on them. I shit
Oh,
you
you're
not.
serious?
Yeah. That's awesome.
A pair of shoes?
Yeah, they have like the words all over the shoes.
Oh, I love that.
I'm like, she's like, do you like these? I'm like, she's like, what size foot are you? I'm like, I'm an 8, 7.5, 8. She gave me a sparkly pair of sneakers and these flats. And I looked at them. She's like,
sweet.
You're a little dirty inside. I'm like, I don't care. I'm a thrifter. I can clean that stuff out. And I'm like, are you sure? I love these. And she's like, yeah, they're yours. I was so grateful. It's the little things.
So you met Trina, or?
I like her.
Katrina is the owner of the tattoo shop.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
I'm gonna meet Trina.
I don't know her, but I like her.
Come out.
Tell me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna meet my beautiful Trina girl. She's a kindred
spirit.
Yeah, I thought you guys were in the same state.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she knows her from work.
No,
Trina. Trina's
in our butterfly sanctuary.
Katrina.
Katrina Katrina and Sean own Skin Artworks.
Right.
Yeah.
Tattoo shop.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were telling me. I gotcha. You knew I knew that.
Yeah, I know.
So the Katrina girl gave you peace, love, unity, respect shoes?
Yes.
No shit. You can't make this shit up, man.
Nope.
That's crazy.
And they're like, and it's all over the shoes. They're little, it's scripted out all over the shoes.
That's wild.
I like that.
That is
it's like
so
graffiti
wild.
On a shoe, kind of.
Graffiti on a shoe.
That's what I was picturing. Graffiti.
Nope, can't make this shit up. Just saying.
No, I already know what it looks like.
Yeah.
When you told me it, I was going to put graffiti writing on it. Oh, yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
This is right up my alley. Thank you. I get to walk with it now. You know?
Yeah.
Yesterday,
yeah.
It's so funny because yesterday before I left, I anointed myself with rose oil. I put it on my feet. I put it on my solar plexus. I put it I started at the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the sacral, the solar, the sacral, and then my feet.
I did my wrist today with rose oil.
Like, do you put it behind, like right here, or no?
No, I don't put it there. But you know what? I'm getting a tattoo there. I can't wait. That's where I'm getting a tattoo.
Maybe that's what I'm feeling. Oh my gosh, exciting!
That's where he's going.
I'm gonna come there and get this one covered up. That's my plan because I don't know any other, and I trust that they are good. I already know.
Nova's gonna do it for me on the 22nd. That was my appointment sheet that I put up on. That's how she sends appointments. Her, and she's the one that gave me the idea. So I'm gonna recreate my cards into honeycomb shape. She helped me. She's like, make them into honeycomb shapes. I'm like, oh my God, you're my angel. Thank you so much. That's brilliant.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It makes a be.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So I have lots of crafts and ideas to put into play and do. And you know what's funny is that I cannot find, because I was going to go, the easy way and see if anybody can make them for me. And nobody makes honeycomb shaped cards that I know of yet. If anybody knows, that would be awesome.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. So if anybody knows that, listen.
Yeah. Like I know Canva, I could do something. I just don't know enough about those. I got to play with it.
Yeah. Right.
But this is where my ADD goes in. I would rather be using my hands than sitting in front of a computer. It's just like, I don't want to play on this. I want to go play in the dirt.
Hands on. Computer is just for fun. But that's why we all do things. That's why she goes and does her karaoke. Yeah, we get it.
Everybody does it their way, and that's okay.
But I've got my 2 gardens in, and I came home last night, Christina, and he had put hay over the garden. I was so proud.
Aww.
I know.
I did look at Vistaprint, Sharon. I went to Vistaprint first, and they didn't have it. Yeah. They didn't have it. They had cards that had honeycombs on them. I'm like, nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm like, honeycomb.
You know you want the right one. It's to be
the shape of a honeycomb.
Yep.
I think I'll be able to do it on camera.
Yes.
I think I will because I already when I did one of my projects for
when I ordered that.
Well, all I need is one template or a template of it, and then I can buy the cardstock, and I have a printer now, and so I can print them out myself, and then cut them into the shape that I need.
Nice.
I might need to get one of those paper. You know those old the ones that we used to have in school to cut paper, a lot of paper at the same time. That thing, like it's like
Paper
flat.
cutter.
I can't even. Yeah, it's a paper cutter. Yeah,
it does holes and paper cutting. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have one of those.
Invest in one of those.
Yeah, they're heavy. Yes, I have one, an old one. Yep.
Yeah,
that's good. Office Max.
Yeah.
Anything in any place like that. Office Max. Yeah.
All in divine time. All in divine time.
Yep. And you just never know. You might find someone that, at a yard sale. You never know.
Yeah, thrift. That's why I go to thrift stores. I look for more than just clothes.
Thrift stores, exactly.
I have found so many stuff that I think about at yard sales.
To the outside market.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. eBay has them too. Yeah.
Right.
I like eBay, but I don't love eBay.
Same. I used to. Not so much.
I want to look at it first. I've gotten scammed.
Yeah, you want to touch it. You want to see it. Exactly. And once you get scammed online, it burns you. I'm sorry, it does.
Actually, Temu, I was so disappointed.
Temu's crazy.
You have to make sure you're reading the small.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Absolutely.
And you got to look at all the pictures.
Yeah. Well, pictures didn't help me because I looked at the pictures. I thought I read the small print.
I ordered a thong bikini. You ain't telling. I already know. It was not a thong bikini when I looked at it. So.
Well, I thought I was ordering a beanbag, right? In fact, I ordered a beanbag cover. I'm like, I don't have a friggin' beanbag to put this cover on.
Right.
I want the beanbag.
I stopped ordering from them a long time ago.
Yeah. I still order from them.
But they sell the stores. Sometimes stores they sell stuff from Temu.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I found that like at Gabe's that I worked at, they did that sometimes because I recognize stuff. I'm like, I've seen that on TV. You know what I mean? So those little shops that
Walmart used to have the as seen on TV section.
Yeah.
Yes, they still have it. They still have it here, right by the front, And now they got a cool section I like.
11:11.
Yep, it's 11:11. We're going to do the Son of Orion today, what we learned about with the 8th chakra.
Yes, the 8th chakra. I missed it because I had that phone call probably.
There we go. Honored, Betsy. There it is. Woo! So good. All right, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste. Go out and shine and sparkle and just be, right? Just be your authentic selves and your day will go beautifully. All right, guys. Have a beautiful day.
Love you.
Love you.
See you on tomorrow. See you on tomorrow. Ciao. Namaste. Ciao for now.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. Oh, jeez. All right, end stream.